If you know me very well, you know that I love to gist. I like to tell stories, especially stories that resonate with me. I love authenticity, so I like to tell my stories. So today I'm going to be sharing a very traumatic experience that I had with a teacher of mine who happened to be my neighbor at the time. Yeah. This story that I'm about to share, I'm sure if some of my friends see this video, they'll probably call me and say, "Oh, Faye, wow, have you not forgotten this?" Trust me, I did not forget. Now, as I said, I have, as a child, I did not process it as much, but as I began to grow, I realized that I actually needed to process what happened. And I took my time because I like to listen to myself. I like to process my emotions. So I took my time, I processed what happened. And, I've just come to a place where I've been able to pray to God to actually help me to forgive this person. And I think I have forgiven this person. And now I can talk about it. I was probably 8 when this happened, by the way. I was 8 or 9. Yeah, because I was in basic six, and that like I was in basic six. If you schooled in Nigeria, you know what basic six is. Primary six or basic six, basically. Before I continue, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Where have you been? My name is Faye, and I love to be called the Global Faye. This YouTube channel is a channel of a girl who's trying to grow, who's trying to figure life out with the help of people around her and with the help of God. If this is your first time watching me, where have you been? I've been waiting for you now. Please do not make it your last. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with your friends and family. Please, I'll appreciate it. Please leave a comment in the comment section so that I will greet you specially. I will make this story very short, but I would love to issue some disclaimer. First of all, I do not hold grudges against this person anymore. Secondly, I'm only sharing because my YouTube channel is about sharing things that it's just about growth, and I have to share like my past experiences and all. And I just really genuinely love story times, especially when it is things that really that happened to me. I just love to share those stories, maybe just so that one or two people can relate, maybe share what they did in that situation that helped them, and maybe I can now think about it in retrospect and think, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. So I'm going to be sharing a very traumatic experience that happened to me when I was in primary school. I was in primary six when this happened to me, and I'm going to be giving you like a backstory to what happened. Right. So this particular person that traumatized I and my sisters and two of my friends. So the person traumatized I and my friend that we were in the same class. My sister and her friend, they were also in the same class. But the reason why it was four of us was because we lived in the same area. We used to go to school together and come back home together. So that was why the punishment, it touched everybody. So this person is my neighbor, and she was a teacher in my primary school. Sometimes she has a car, bless her heart, she has a car, and then she used to take us to school sometimes. Sometimes we would go on our own and would come back on our own, and sometimes she will bring us back home depending on our situation at that time, depending on where she's going, right? So she used to be very helpful to us when we were in primary school. Thank you so much, ma. So this particular day she gave us, so she has a food flask. She used to take food from our house to school. I think that food is what she eats at lunch. That's how we do it basically. If you want to save money for lunch, you have to like you have to do like packed lunch from home and take it to school, so that you don't have to spend so much money during lunch break. So she also had a food flask where she would put food in and take it to school. So that particular day, she didn't take us back home. So she told me to take that food flask home for her. As I said, she's my neighbor. I could have just taken the food flask. If what happened did not happen, what would have happened was when I get home with the food flask, I'll probably give a child, knock their gates. I just give a child, or most likely I'll still see her. I'll still see her later when she comes back from wherever she was going to, and then I'll give her the food flask. Right, that was like the whole idea behind giving me the food flask to take home. But me being the 8-year-old that I was, I forgot the food flask in school. And the funny thing was, I didn't even remember that I forgot the food flask till she came to my house to ask for the food flask. That was the night of the day she told me to take it home, right? And then she came and then she was like, oh, where's the food flask? And I was like, oh my God, I forgot it in school. This. And like as children, we would tend to say, oh, but it was my sister. So I was like, oh, it was my sister you gave. Oh no, I gave you this. So it was like a long, it's not me, it's this, it's not me, it's that. You know how children are now. And then I forgot, she was just like, okay. She didn't make a fuss about it. So I didn't know that she was angry. So she was just like, oh, okay, then she'll pick it in school tomorrow. And then that tomorrow came, we went to school normally, and then she already got to school, so she didn't pick us the next day. I guess she was angry, so we went to school. She saw the food flask, and everything. But before lunch break, she came to my class. She was not, mind you, she was not my teacher. Like she wasn't teaching me. So when she came to my class with two fat canes, I knew something was about to go down. I'm saying this story very calmly because I don't want to raise my voice and maybe give an idea that maybe I'm angry. So I'm trying to, as much as possible, to be calm about it. I just share the story as calm as I was. But trust me, now that I'm sharing the story, I remember the details and it's very emotional for me. So she came to the class that day and she told the tall guys, like two guys, so she told two guys in my class to hold my hands and to hold my legs. And she was beating me like this. That's how she was beating me. I know that I used to be a very naughty child. But trust me, my parents have not I have never experienced that kind of pain, like that kind of beat before. Like she used two canes and she was beating me. Pa, 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 pa. Hey, God, I beg. She beat me so much that my dress was like, because we used to wear a gown in primary school. My dress was pulling off, and then my underwears was showing. But she didn't care. She just kept beating me. But because I was like struggling with the guys, I think so. The cane hit my head, my forehead. I didn't know that the impact was great, but I know I was feeling headache. But I didn't know that the impact was great. But after a while, when I got home, it had already developed a very big lump, right? But she did not stop at beating me. That's what I'm going to. She did not stop at beating me. She beat my friend, the one that was in my class. She beat her as well. And those friends, they are also sisters. So my friend, the one that was in my class, that's my age mate, and the one that was in my sister's class, our age mate, they are light people, right? They are light skinned. I'm dark skinned. My sister is dark skinned. Maybe it will show, but not as much as a light skinned person. She beat us so much that one will actually think that we stole, right? So she beat us. Hey God, she beat us because we forgot our food flask. I'm really sure that when she saw when she saw things that happened after, she probably thought that I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, the deed has been done. Let me continue my story. So we got home. We did not eat at lunch break. We did not eat, and we got home. And my friends would first get my own house before going up to their own house. So we had gotten home, and we used our lunch money. I cannot forget, because we would spend my mom would always give us money for transport, but we would always spend it and just walk. So at a point she stopped giving us because she realized that we're just spending it. But this day we used our lunch money to take public transport home. We did not walk. My mommy knew something was. Immediately she saw us from, because she had a shop in front of the house. Immediately she saw four of us. She knew something was wrong, but she couldn't just guess. So she was worried. She was like, "What happened?" And then, at last, she saw big lump on her daughter's head. Then she saw marks on my friend's body and her sister's body. Red. It was red marks all over. And as a mother, you will be like, did the child steal your money? Did the child spoil your car? What happened actually? That you beat my child this much? Then my mom was like, what happened? And then we explained to her that we forgot so and so's food flask yesterday. She was like, yeah, she knows about it. And she was like, okay, so what now happened? And she came to our class and she beat us with two sticks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. As a parent, obviously, what do you expect a parent to do at that point? She was so upset. My dad, so she had to call my dad. My dad came back from work. Oh my God, it was a lot of begging because it was like a police case. So it was a lot of begging. But the aftermath of that beating, I'm not going to go into the details of what happened, how they were able to resolve it. But the aftermath of that beating was that as she was beating me, remember that yes, I would wear, like, my mom would always encourage us to wear tights even when we have worn our pants, right? So it wasn't like maybe I was naked, but people saw my underwear because nobody is expected to see what is underneath your gown anyway. But people saw my underwear, and trust me, till GSS 2 or GSS 3, because the people that were my classmates in primary six, with my classmates in GSS 1, GSS 2, and GSS 3, before we now split it to science, arts, and commercial in senior secondary school, they still used to talk about it. And it got me so upset that I was so angry at her. Anytime I would come back from school and I would just like look at the direction of their house, I would be so annoyed because someone would just be talking and then somebody would just say, "Oh, you that in primary six, Mrs. This beat you, and we're seeing your pants." I'm like, why me? Why always me? It was so bad. And I think it was actually when I was in SS1, I was able to actually forget what happened. Like, not forget, but like just forgive her. Even if she did not say sorry to me, she did not say sorry to me. She did not say sorry to my sister, to my friends. That is why till now I'm very big on adults saying sorry, because I know how not saying sorry to me actually made me feel when this particular person hurt me so much, but did not even bother to say sorry to me. So she was saying sorry to my parents. I know my parents actually deserve the sorry because they are like my parents, but I mean, I really wanted her to actually just take accountability for her actions that time and just say sorry to me, but she didn't say it. She didn't say sorry to me, but I was trolled. Honestly, I was always bullied by some people, some guys, obviously. That they are teenage guys. What do you expect? The hormones are like blasting. I couldn't even tell anybody because the teachers in secondary school were not the teachers in primary school. They don't even understand what was going on. I didn't even tell my mom because I was just like, well, she has forgotten to let me remind her of the situation. But honestly, it's really it was a really bad experience, and I don't pray for you to experience this, honestly. And I'll say that if you're a teacher and you're listening to me, please, as much as you want to discipline your students, don't bully them, don't beat them to the extent that I mean, you can discipline people, but don't beat them to the extent that you now destabilize them, or just like just don't beat them brutally. Basically, don't brutalize everything. Just like, even if you are angry, just try to control your emotions. That's why you're teachers and everything. Ah, I'm just trying as much as possible not to cry right now. I'm trying as much as possible to be calm, but trust me, that story till now still is still a very triggering story for me, and it's a very traumatic experience. But as I began to grow with my work with God, I just had to forgive, and I had to let go. And now I'm at a point where I've let go. I have forgiven her. I've not forgotten the experience because I don't think it's an experience that I can forget, but I've been able to, just let it go. That's the end of the story, basically. That's how the story ended. And we lived happily ever after. Have you had this kind of experience before? Share with me in the comment section. And what did you do about it? How are you able to handle it? Is there really a going forward after this kind of things have been done to you, really? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're able to relate with my experience, also please leave it in the comment section. I'll be there to reply as much as I can. This is the end of today's video, and until I come your way next time, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please let me know that you like my story time, and if you want more story time, just let me know in the comment section. I have a lot of stories to share. Trust me, I have a lot of stories to share. And until I come your way next time, keep loving, keep believing in God, and keep being a good person, basically. I love you so much. Bye.